I've got 4 things I'd like you to consider as part of your strategy for the rest of 2025. 4 things I'd like you to consider as part of your strategy. Good morning, everybody. I'm over 60 guy. I have taken a little bit of a break from my normal routine, but I am back at walking. Took my daughter on a little mini trip as my wife and daughter are spending time together. So Lily and I are on a little trip. You can check out yesterday's video. She's so cute. Anyway, four things I'd like to talk to you about. I'm Brian, the over 60 guy, and welcome to the channel. For all of my challengers out there, keep it up. I'm hearing from you. You're doing great work. Had a gentleman yesterday tell me, Brian, I'm in, which is awesome. I have no doubt that he's in. So what are the 4 things? What are the 4 things I'd like you to consider adding to your plate this year to finish out the year? Well, the first thing is in your morning walk, consider adding prayer. Consider adding prayer. If you're not someone who's used to praying, maybe just at the dinner table or nighttime or something like that, I'd like you to consider starting your day with just prayer. Praying, talking to the Lord, reaching out, telling him, what's going on in your life, how he can help you, how you can help others, pray for others. The Bible says to pray without ceasing. So the morning is a great time to really step in and pray. Even on your break day, you can start with prayer. So that's the first thing I'm thinking about. Start with prayer. Forgot my handheld. Well, it was not very planned. Did not plan properly, did I? So that's the first thing. Start with prayer. The other thing is take on the challenge to get healthy, to start feeling better. And that means starting your day with walking. It's so critical. I've done some videos on walking and why it's so important. But all of us, I would say in my analytics, the majority of all my audience, like 95% of all my audience is 45 and older. And they get it. They're aging and we're aging and we don't want to feel crappy. We want to feel good. We want to feel good for our grandkids, our kids, our spouses. And so, starting your day with walking, walking and then moving into your push-ups and your squats, and or you can do planks to start. But basically, adding your morning workout, adding your morning prayer, adding your morning walking, adding your morning strength training, so important. That's the next part of the plan. The second half of 2025, the strategy. The next thing is to set out some sort of goal for yourself, if you're single, for you and your spouse, if you're married, empty nester, for you and your maybe a grandchild, or just somebody to join with you. I want you to pick a destination to go to. Pick a month, pick a date, pick a destination, set something ahead of you that you can then be excited about. Get your spouse to work with you and pick it. It could be the next state over. It could be a camping trip. It could be going to the beach or to the mountains later on for Thanksgiving. I don't know. It could be something, but put that in your plan. People often will just set aside travel to say that, I'll do that down the road, or I'll do that another day, or I'll do that. And then that day just slips into one year, next year, the year after, and before you know it, you haven't done nothing, and that gets boring. Life is boring like that. Maybe some of you are already doing it and I'm preaching to the choir. So, but some of you are not. And so I would challenge you. If you want to make a difference, if you want to see some excitement, in your family, your marriage, your life, something to look forward to. Plan it, set something out and plan it. Last year, or maybe it was the beginning of this year, you know, I told Christy, I said, look, you need to pick a week where you can take your daughter and get away to the beach. And that's what she did. She talked about it all the time. Can't wait. I'm only 2 months away. I'm a month and a half away. And they started packing, and it's exciting. So add some travel. Think about where you would like to retire, you know? Is it where you're at now? Fine. Or is it somewhere else? Have you thought about that? So anyway, part 3 is pick a destination, plan a trip, and you won't regret it. And then the last thing is, if you're not doing this, if you're not involved in some sort of sound money, whether it be gold or Bitcoin, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not out trying to tell people what to do, but I do recommend it. I've been traveling down this road for a long time with gold, silver, Bitcoin. And as we live in a day where monetary, you know, the rate of increase of our money supply is about 7 to 8% a year, and it's killing us. So you have to get it out of the system and put a little bit of your savings into this new instrument. So it's nothing to be afraid of. If you've never done Bitcoin, probably the simplest way, you could do it a couple ways, very simple. Probably not the best way, I get it. Don't log in and say, Brian, what are you doing? No, just some simple way. You could do it. One, if you have Cash App, you can buy a Bitcoin on your Cash App and just stack it, you know, that's fine. Or you can go to Coinbase and get set up a Coinbase account and just start, you know, a little bit every week. Doesn't have to be a lot, but just start stacking those Satoshis. Satoshis are, you know, parts of a Bitcoin. 100 million Satoshis in a Bitcoin. Just start owning them. You know, own 1 million, 2 million, 10 million. One day those Satoshis might be equal to the dollar, and if you're stacking millions of Satoshis, hey, you know, that's something to pass on. So if you know nothing about it, I challenge you to check out a book I read called The Bitcoin Standard. It's a good book, easy read, Bitcoin Standard. Check it out, check that out. Do some research on it. So that's my number 4. So this year, if you want to, you know, make a change, you want to just, you know, make a change for your life. Start your day with prayer. Start your day with walking and exercise. Plan a trip and be excited about it. Doesn't have to be fantastic. It could be just fun, but it's something to look forward to. And then look into Bitcoin. I stay away from altcoins. A lot of people do really good on them. I just don't. So I just stick with the tried and true. I stick with the Bitcoin. So that's it. So if you're new to my channel, I'd love for you to exercise your finger, boop, by hitting a like. That's what Lily does. She boops my nose, boop, and exercise your finger, hit a like, hit subscribe, and set out a comment. Let me know what you're thinking about. Let me know what you're thinking about the end of 2025. And I'm so excited to hear about what's going to happen. By the way, if you have a family and you've never been to the Great Wolf Lodge, this is our 3rd time here. Always fun, especially for little kids. If you got little kids, like grandkids or something, they would love the Great Wolf Lodge. You know, it's fun. Nothing cheap about it, but it's a lot of fun. And they have them all over the U.S. Great Wolf Lodge. If you're overseas, you know, a lot of my British friends, Australian friends, Canadians, a lot of my Kiwis and Germans and French and you know who you are, all my great friends overseas. You know, you're close, you got another country you can go to. You're probably used to this. I feel like in Europe, you know, you travel more. But anyway, you guys are the best. I hope you have a great day. And may the Lord bless you. May he keep you. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'm out.